A billionaire playboy who sees lies are maintenance. Love is performance. The truth is optional if you say, I love you first. Welcome to Nigerian Folktales. Subscribe for fresh content, and let's explore the richness of tales. Join our community of like-minded story lovers. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment for new stories every week. Thanks. Let's know where you are watching from in the comments section. It all began with a necklace. Not gold, not diamonds, not even anything fancy from a Lagos boutique. Just a simple silver, heart-shaped locket that shimmered under the cafe lights like a shy promise. Sonia didn't do jewelry. She wasn't one of those girls that melted at the sight of shiny things. The only gold she knew growing up was golden silence when your mother was angry. Raised by a single mom who didn't believe in love stories unless it came with pepper soup and hospital bills, Sonia valued truth over trips, presence over presents. But that night, everything changed. They were sitting in their usual corner of the cafe, him with his black coffee, her with her cinnamon tea, when he leaned in and whispered, "It was my grandmother's, something old for a new beginning." And before she could even breathe, he clipped the delicate necklace around her neck. His fingers brushed her skin. The locket dangled gently, catching light, catching her breath. She touched it. Her lips parted. Her chest fluttered like, "Hey, is this love or malaria?" She looked up and smiled. That was the moment it began. Not just a love story. The lie. They met on a rainy Tuesday. She was reaching for a poetry book inside Conga Reads, a dusty bookstore near Yaba Market. He was reaching for the same one. Their fingers touched. She smiled. He smiled back like he already knew her middle name and blood type. "You love Neruda?" he asked. "I breathe him," she replied. The rest was history, or at least the edited version she told her friends. They went from poetry to pepper soup, from awkward phone calls to 3-hour midnight conversations, from random texts like "Have you eaten?" to soft voice notes where he read her poems before bed. He remembered her coffee order. He knew how she liked her plantain, soft, not burnt. He kissed her forehead when she was anxious and said things like, "One day, our kids will fight over that necklace." Sonia, who had never dared to believe in fairy tales, began to fold her fears and tuck them into his words. The thing about John, he wasn't loud. He was intentional. And that, my sister, is more dangerous because it doesn't come with alarms. It comes with breakfast in bed, handwritten letters, and a playlist that makes you cry in traffic. In 2 months, they were finishing each other's sentences. In 3, they got matching keychains. By the 5th month, they were discussing apartments. And in month 6, they were ring shopping. She'd walk beside him at a Cajun mall, and he'd whisper, "Just imagine Mrs. Sonia Daniel." And she'd giggle like a JSS2 girl with crush fever. Her friends were screaming, all one. Even her mother, "Madam, men are not serious," gave a slow nod and said, "This one is different. Hold him well." Oh, she held him, with both hands, with both lungs, with her full chest. But what she didn't know was that across town, another woman was holding the exact same necklace, and her name was Vanessa. If Sonia had seen the full picture from beginning, she might have asked one simple question. Why does a man with so many words devoid simple truths? But love? It's a beautiful blindness. And John? John was a premium illusion in male form. He didn't just talk. He performed. He didn't just remember birthdays. He orchestrated candlelight surprises with saxophonists and handwritten love notes tucked inside shawarma wraps. He didn't just kiss. He kissed like he knew your childhood trauma and wanted to heal it one lip at a time. Sonia thought he was rare, but John was not rare. John was recycled. Let's rewind the tape. John Daniel came from money. The kind of money that built houses with 15 rooms and fills only 2. His father was a businessman who believed monogamy was a rumor. His mother? A trophy wife turned red wine addict who once tried to stab her own reflection during a fight. Their house had more glass than love and more drama than African magic. John grew up watching emotional war zones. He watched his mother cry in Gucci. He watched his father charm side chicks in church. He learned 3 things. 1. Lies are maintenance. 2. Love is performance. Free. The truth is optional if you say, I love you first. So John became an artist. His medium? Women. His tool? Emotional precision. His trademark? That silver necklace. Vanessa met him in April. A quiet lounge. Smooth jazz. He bought her a drink. Complimented her smile. Then waited exactly 3 days before texting. I can't stop thinking about your laugh. It healed something in me. She felt like a dropped phone. He took her to art galleries, sent her audio books, rubbed her back during cramps, made umlaut with one hand, while quoting Rumi with the other. And then the necklace. It was my grandmother's, he told Vanessa. Same line, same delivery, different audience. She wore it daily, even posted a picture. Caption, when he gives you more than just love, he gives you legacy. If only she knew. And then came Elena and Priya and 2 others he met during work trips. John wasn't dating. He was replicating. Copy plus paste. Necklace plus poetry plus romantic dinner equals she's mine. Each woman thought she was the lead character, but John was directing a drama with 5 actresses and 1 recycled script. To him, it wasn't cheating. It was connection. Convenient connection. 1 city. 1 lie. 1 necklace at a time. And he would have gotten away with it. Except that lies, like bad hair glue, always start peeling eventually. And John forgot 1 simple Lagos rule. What you do in Lekki will find you in Yaba. Because 1 video, 1 saved moment, was about to turn his love empire into ashes and screenshots. It was a Saturday morning. The sun was behaving itself. Lagos traffic was unusually calm. Sonia was at brunch with her best friend, Mary, a girl with sharp eyes, sharper tongue, and a phone gallery full of receipts. They were laughing over old memories when Mary paused. Her smile faded. She tilted her phone. Her eyebrow lifted like a warning sign. Babe, you need to see this. It was a video, low quality, slightly shaky, clearly taken from across the room at a bar. But the face? Crystal clear. It was John. His arm? Wrapped around a woman. His lips? On her cheek. His smile? The exact one he used when he told Sonia, "You're everything." Sonia leaned in, hard in her throat, and then she saw it. The necklace. Her necklace. Same heart. Same shine. Same damn silver lie. Her body didn't shiver. Her lips didn't tremble. She simply blinked. Once. Twice. Then calmly sipped her Chapman and whispered, "Interesting." Mary sat up. "Sonia, say something." She wiped her mouth with a napkin. "I just did." That night, she didn't cry. She didn't stalk his Instagram or type angry WhatsApp messages in drafts. She didn't even call her therapist. She cleaned her room, lit a scented candle, wore red lipstick, and dialed his number. He picked up on the first ring. "Hey, babe." His voice was still sweet, still velvet, still venom. "Let's have dinner tomorrow," she said, light and warm like sunshine. "Really? I'd love that. I've missed you." "Me too, John," she replied. She smiled as she ended the call. A smile like lemon juice poured into a fresh wound. He showed up the next evening with roses and remorse. He wore his white shirt, the one she once called dangerously honest. He brought another velvet box. "Another necklace?" she asked, raising one brow. "A bracelet this time," he said, eyes wet. I messed up." "You did." He placed the box on the table. "I've been confused. I'm trying to be better. Please, let's fix this." She reached into her handbag, brought out a small red box, pushed it across the table. "This is for you." His eyes lit up. He opened it. Not a watch, not a gift, a USB drive. "What's this?" he asked, already blinking too much. "Evidence," she said softly. "Of what?" "You, her, me, all of us." Silence. He stared at the drive like it was a live grenade. "It's not what you think." "You're right," she replied. "It's worse." He tried to speak. She raised her hand. "Don't waste your lies." You've already recycled them enough. She stood. He grabbed her wrist. Sonia, I swear. She looked down at his hand. He let go immediately. You never loved me, she said. You just knew how to say everything. Then she picked up the bracelet box. Oh, and tell your other necklace victims to return theirs. I'm considering launching a line. She walked out, heels clicking like Judgment Day drums. He sat there alone, sweating, staring at the flash drive like it had his obituary inside. Because, in a way, it did. He didn't know what was coming. But Sonia already had Vanessa's number. And the fire has begun. Vanessa was applying lip gloss when the message came in. Unknown number. No greeting. Just one sentence. You deserve to know the truth. She frowned, clicked the link. Her breath left her body. The screen loaded with a video. Her John, her sweet, forehead-kissing, book-quoting, cooking John, arm wrapped around another woman, like a discount scarf in Balogun Market. She squinted. Her necklace, her exact necklace. The same. It belonged to my grandmother, heart-shaped silver locket. Another video followed. And another. Then screenshots. Different women. Different cities. Same script. Same necklace. Same John. She dropped the phone. Stared at her wall for 2 minutes straight. Then picked it up and replied. Who are you? The answer came instantly. Sonia. I think we've both been dating your boyfriend. 2 days later, they met. Neutral territory. The same cafe where John first clasped that stupid necklace around Sonia's neck. Vanessa walked in, tight smile, stiff shoulders. Sonia was already seated, sipping tea, looking like calm vengeance in human form. They didn't hug. They didn't smile. They just stared for 5 seconds. Then Sonia broke the silence. I used to think you were the enemy. Vanessa sat slowly. So did I. A pause. A long, heavy one. Turns out, Sonia said softly, we were just cast in the same play. Same script. Same props. Same lies. They both laughed. Not with joy. With relief. The kind of laughter you exhale when pain finally makes sense. Vanessa leaned in. What do we do now? Sonia smirked. We plan. And plan they did. They built a shared Google Drive called Operation Heartbreak. They invited other women for join within 2 days. Some in Lagos, one in Abuja, one in Toronto. All wore the same necklace. Each had a story. Each had proof. They weren't a WhatsApp group. They were a digital courtroom. John had no idea he was now a case study. They gathered texts, voice notes, travel receipts, side-by-side screenshots of messages with identical lines like, I've never felt this way before. You make me want to be a better man. This necklace means commitment. He was committed, all right, to nonsense. One woman even posted a video of him cooking stew while reciting Rumi. They put it under a folder titled, Bonus Evidence Theatrics. Then came the masterpiece, a 60-second montage. Faces blurred, voices muffled, just visuals. Him giving the necklace, him hugging, him kissing. One necklace, 5 women. A soft voiceover said, if you've ever been given this necklace, you're not the only one. The caption? Hashtag the necklace collector. They uploaded it at midnight. Anonymous page. No hashtags. No names. But Lagos woke up screaming. It spread like gospel at a women's prayer retreat. First 10,000 views. Then 100,000. By noon, 1 million. People were tagging each other. He looks familiar. Wait, is this not Vanessa's man? This is the same guy from the bookstore TikTok. Other women began dropping receipts. One from Enugu, one from Cape Town. Each wore the same necklace. John wasn't just a cheater. He was a limited edition disgrace in circulation. And when the video finally reached his office, the building shook. Brace yourself. John was at work, sipping overpriced espresso and rehearsing his next romantic lie when his phone buzzed. Then buzzed again. Then buzzed 47 times in 3 minutes. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, even Facebook Messenger. The app nobody uses unless it's for birthday wishes and spiritual quotes. Notifications poured in like a flood from Noah's Ark. Texts from exes. Calls from blocked numbers. DMs from strangers saying, "So I was necklace number 6? He blinked, refreshed his timeline. Then he saw it. The video. 60 seconds. One soundtrack. Him. And the necklace. And a trail of destruction even Satan would take notes from. The caption? If you've ever been given this necklace, you're not alone. Hashtag the necklace collector. His chest tightened. He clicked the comments. So this is the king of recycled romance. I wore that necklace to my mother's Thanksgiving, loudly crying face, loudly crying face, loudly crying face. God will judge you, but the internet is judging you first. I'm number 4 and proud. Your TED talk on vulnerability was a lie. He tried to call Sonia. Number busy. He tried Vanessa. Number not available. Then came the final blow. His boss called him in. Madam Folishade, HR consultant. No-nonsense woman with glasses that could burn through your soul. She pushed her laptop toward him. Is this you? He stuttered. Ma, I can explain. Save it. We sell data security. John. You gone viral for emotional fraud. He tried the victim voice. I'm being cyberbullied. This is harassment. She raised one eyebrow, like a judge preparing the gavel. You're a liability and an embarrassment. He opened his mouth again. She snapped her fingers. Security. 2 men entered, not smiling. John's shirt collar felt tighter than usual. They escorted him out. Employees filmed it from corners, pretending to answer phone calls. Yes, sir, I'll email that. Chai. They're really dragging him. As he reached the gate, one intern whispered, "No necklace today, sir?" Even his Uber driver gave him side-eye. He got home and posted on Instagram. Sometimes life teaches you hard lessons. I'm healing. I'm human. He followed up with a black and white photo of his side profile and captioned it, "I'm writing a book. My side of the story." 2 likes, 1 comment. No need. The video already told it. Sonia? She saw the post. She simply replied with 1 line. Healing doesn't begin with line 5 women. Start with honesty. Vanessa reposted it with popcorn emojis. The rest of the women unfollowed him, blocked him. He went from lover boy to legendary disgrace. 2 weeks later, Sonia visited the bookstore again. The same one where they first met. She picked up the poetry book. No other hand reached for it this time. And that was the healing. Not in revenge. Not in trending videos. But in reclaiming her own narrative. As she walked out, the store clerk said, "Isn't this the book from that necklace story?" Sonia smiled. "Yes, but this time, I'm writing the ending myself." She didn't need closure. She had conclusion. Because sometimes the strongest women don't wait for apologies. They publish the evidence and move on.